The Moors who flourished in Al-Andalus for more than 700 years, from 711 AD until 1492. The Moorish advances in mathematics, astronomy, art, and agriculture helped propel Europe out of the Dark Ages and into the Renaissance. Papermaking was brought to Spain by the Moors, allowing the growth of libraries and, thereby, the accurate preservation and dispersal of knowledge, with Xativa, in Valencia, having the first paper factory in Europe. Through the Moorish conquest of southern Spain, papermaking first reached the Moorish parts of Spain in the 12th century. A paper mill is recorded at Fez in Morocco in 1100, and the first paper mill on the Spanish mainland is recorded at Xativa in 1151. Urban utilities, street lights, hospitals and public baths. In the 10th century, Córdoba was not just the capital of Al-Andalus, Moorish Spain, but also one of the most important cities in the world, rivaling Baghdad and Constantinople. It boasted a population of 500,000, 200,000 more than now, and had street lighting, 50 hospitals with running water, 300 public baths, 500 mosques and 70 libraries, one of which held over 500,000 books. The Moorish achievement in hydraulic engineering was outstanding. They constructed an aqueduct that conveyed water from the mountains to the city through lead pipes. All of this, at a time when London had a largely illiterate population of around 20,000 and had forgotten the technical advances of the Romans some 600 years before. Paved and lighted streets did not appear in London or Paris for hundreds of years later. The Moors brought enormous learning to Spain that over centuries would percolate through the rest of Europe. The intellectual achievements of the Moors in Spain had a lasting effect. Education was universal in Moorish Spain, while in Christian Europe, 99% of the population was illiterate, and even kings could neither read nor write. At a time when Europe had only 2 universities, the Moors had 17, located in Almeria, Córdoba, Granada, Jaén, Malaga, Seville, and Toledo. In the 10th and 11th centuries, public libraries in Europe were non-existent, while Moorish. It was this system of education, taken to Europe by the Moors, that seeded the European Renaissance and brought the continent out of the 1,000 years of intellectual and physical gloom of the Middle Ages. Human flight. The Moors' scientific curiosity extended to flight when polymath Ibn Finas made the first scientific attempt to fly in a controlled manner, in 875 Anno Domini. His attempt evidently worked, although the landing was less successful. Advanced agriculture techniques. Under the Moors, Spain was introduced to new food crops such as rice, hard wheat, cotton, oranges, lemons, sugar and cotton. More importantly, along with these foodstuffs came an intimate knowledge of irrigation and cultivation of crops. The Moors also taught the Europeans how to store grain for up to 100 years and built underground grain silos. Ziad was also an arbiter of culinary fashion and taste, and revolutionized the local cuisine by introducing new fruit and vegetables such as asparagus, and by initiating the 3-course meal served on Leitham tablecloths. He insisted that meals should be served in 3 separate courses, consisting of soup, the main course, and dessert. He also introduced the use of crystal as a container for drinks, which was more effective than metal. Prior to his time, food was served plainly on platters on bed tables, as was the case with the Romans. In general, the Moors introduced many new crops including the orange, lemon, peach, apricot, fig, sugarcane, dates, ginger and pomegranate, as well as saffron, cotton, silk and rice, all of which remain prominent in Spain today.